Good evening. I'd like to call the April 1st, 2025 Board of Health meeting to order. The first thing on the agenda is citizen participation. Anybody on Zoom or anything, Raj? No? Okay. So the next thing on our agenda is the nomination of Inspector of our Animals, Donna Walsh and Justine, my God, I can't pronounce her name, Grassley. Do I have a motion? Your computer. You're muted. No. Okay. I think we're good. Nope. You have to turn your speaker all the way down. So we have to nominate our two animal inspectors.
Yep, I'll make the motion for the nomination of Donna Walsh and Justine Grassley for animal inspector.
Second. Anybody have any discussion or questions for Raj? All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Okay. You can actually go into yours next.
Well, we were thinking of doing Raj's.
Okay, all right, we're going to skip our next thing and come back to it. Raj, the health director's report?
So first thing on my agenda is the food establishments. The Clover Road Brewery, so they are functioning. We have 3 food trucks permitted for them. Only other thing about them is they didn't pull a food permit from us so far. So any food establishments or food trucks that will be coming, they need to be permitted from us. I have 1 truck that we did today. We have at least 3 lined up, so that'll be permitted. With the farmers market, we have gotten like around 20 applications. The opening day is on June 14th, so we are processing that. And the next up is Green Up Ashland. It's on May 3rd. That's the first Saturday in May. If the board members can join us, please. It's usually Dr. Ron used to come. I guess Dr. J also have come. Please join us at the park, right? The Ashland PD is doing another drug take-back day that's falling on April 26th, Saturday, from 10 to 2. What we'll be doing from the Board of Health side, we'll clean up the drug box, or we'll clear all the stuff from the drug box a couple of days before, and we'll ship it to study cycle. And we already have started about the larval control program through Mass Mosquito Control Project. That's under the Central Mosquito Control Program. And I'll keep the board posted on and anything that we'll be doing in Ashland on that.
Raj, on
Please.
that. Can you just explain that a little bit more? Where is it done? I read through what you had for documentation, but is there any detail on where it is done?
So Dr. J, the sites, they keep it kind of confidential, right? They choose different sites, right, that where they do larval control, right? I am not aware if there is one site or there is any sites in Ashland, but they do it, But when I was in Watertown, we have 2 sites that they do for larval control or testing, I don't think we have a site in Ashland that they pick up samples or do the control, like do the larval control. But at the beginning of the season, that's what they do, right? Where they know that, they're going to be larvals, they put the larvicidal just to get rid of them, to just stop the mosquitoes from breeding.
So if they were doing any work in Ashland, they would let you know?
We will know that. But I don't think we have any active site that where they do it or they take samples, for mosquitoes. So there are different sites that they take mosquito samples. So according to that, they know that, how much activity is gonna be there and all that. And then on our housing cases, 137 Pond Street, I updated the board last time that, they have sold the property, right? Like our attorney who's in charge of the property, but there was a break-in on the back of the house that the attorney informed us, so we responded, Mr. Doug Scott, our commissioner, and there was 3 police officers, we went to the property, verified that there was a break-in, from one of the windows in the back of the house, and that's boarded for right now. And then another housing case at 370 Elliott Street, little tricky one. This is a bad housing case that we picked up, but we ordered both the occupants as well as the owner, but we are not able to find the address of the owner. So on file or with our records, assessor's office and all that, right? The official address of the owner is at 370 Elliott Street, but it seems he's in California. We are not able to locate that address so far, but we have sent our order letter to this address on file.
And is someone living there now?
Yes, there are two people living there. So this is where the complaint came to us from them,
So are they paying rent to somebody? Is where the check's going, or?
That is correct. If so it was a little tricky, because we have to cite them too. There was unsanitary conditions that's part of their responsibility. But I have tried multiple times, I was even with the building commissioner, the fire department, we all together also went, but they didn't provide us the address of the owner, after we cited them.
So Raj, can you go into any detail? I don't recollect or recall what the issue was there. Unsanitary in what way?
Right, there was multiple issues, right? That's all the occupants, one of the occupant called us, right? So I did one inspection myself, right? Then there was another inspection done with building commissioner and fire department. I can share the order to correct letter that we sent out, right? I guess there was like 12 or 13 items on that, right? That included no heat, some other issues, right? Like there are multiple issues.
Mm-hmm.
But that what fall on the occupants, right, was the unsanitary conditions, that like they was not cleaning up.
Yeah.
So that we have cited them also.
Well, if you're going to go back
Right.
anytime, if you want to let me know, I can
Absolutely.
accompany you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's on that. And the accessory dwelling units, we have, from last time, we have a couple of interested parties that they want to do it, right? But we still don't have any update from DEP, how the septic situation is going to work with that. So that's on hold because of that reason. And with the marathon emergency shelter sets up, like every time we will be setting up 2 shelters, one at middle school, one at high school. And please, again, Dr. J, if you can join us, right? That'll be great. The opening Gov permitting software. So we are working with the team from OpenGov. We are all set for our initial application, and we are working with them right now to kind of develop our inspectional software for our food establishments. This is where we are. And with the disease investigations, still have like 3 to 4 active TB cases that we are working on. And I'm open for any questions for the board.
Any further update on Joanne Drive?
So I did a couple of inspections, right? So 2 of the units out of that 3 units that was pending are cleared. One of the units that's occupied still have activity, right? That was rodent and roaches, right? So we have asked them pest control reports every other week, so that they've been providing it to us. I've been doing inspections at the dumpster. I was, in fact, there today, this afternoon, so that they are keeping up. There was one inspection that there was some stuff at the dumpster, right, that I've notified the management. After that, I have 2 clear inspections, one of them was today. So they're definitely keeping up.
Anybody else have any questions for Raj?
No, but just maybe a comment about the marathon days. So I don't know if we talked about it in the last meeting or not, but you're welcome if you want, or if you have time to help out at the emergency shelters. I mean, it's not that exciting. I work at the one at the high school, so it's off the trail. But yeah, you come in the morning, you're there for support if anything happens, or if there's any need for emergency services at one of the 2 sites. One's at the middle school. There you can see the race pretty easily, obviously, and then the other one is where I am at the high school with some other folks that help out. So if that sounds like something that you'd want to do, just let Raj know. I don't know if you have plans that day or not. Okay. Okay. Okay, sounds good.
Thank you.
Okay, so the next thing on the agenda is the consent agenda, to review and approve the fiscal year 25 year-to-date budget report, and review and approve the meeting minutes from the March 4th, 2025 meeting. Do I have a motion?
Yep, I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda as written.
Second, any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Laura, set? Might as well go to the, discuss future agenda items, external grease trap waivers, 12 Oak Tree Lane.
So Chief, we are still waiting from DPW to clear the grease trap waivers, right? So we're still waiting on that. With 12 Oak Tree Lane, they're going through the process with Conservation Commission right now. Once we have that, we'll have up for the agenda. Thank you.
You're up, Jay.
Yeah. I'm happy to
So,
talk about this
all right, so
now.
the next thing on our agenda, Jay Burns is going to discuss in-person versus hybrid meetings and the state update.
I don't know much about the state update. We can discuss that. And I guess this is sort of a discussion for all of us and you folks too. But did everybody get a chance to read the letter? So really, this is just simply about having a conversation related to a hybrid meeting format versus fully remote, which is what we've been doing since I have been on the board. And I'm going into my, just finishing my 4th year. So I like to do meetings in person. I'm not sure what the rationale is for continuing fully remote. If there is a rationale, I'm happy to hear it. But, I think that many of you know I've been kind of like pushing a conversation about this for some time now. And I listed, a few, I think, benefits of meeting in person. You read this letter, but, we were interrupted with the Zoom bomb a meeting ago or a couple of meetings ago. I think that's, we'd have a little bit more control over that kind of thing if we're meeting in person. That's my understanding. The select board has a hybrid format. My understanding is that works fairly well for people. I think, personally, my experience with in-person meetings, you've got chit-chat before and after, and it certainly keeps me more engaged. And I think that the public can certainly access our meetings both online as well as in person. So, again, this is, I just kind of wanted to hear from the board and Raj and you, Laura, about, how do you folks feel about going to the hybrid meeting? And what are I know there must be a reason that we are continuing to do it fully remote. I'm just not fully aware of what that is.
And me too, but it's up to the board, however they want to do it, but, we should be okay either way.
And what does, on your part, that involves you staying, obviously, right?
We can come back, we can, leave and come back, it's fine.
And when this has been done in the past, you've worked that out, and it's, No, what do you,
Meet at 7, so it's a little longer in between.
so is that, and I would not have a problem with changing the meeting time. In fact, prior to starting this meeting, we were kind of talking about if we delay this meeting till 6:30 start time, Barbara might be able to get here more often on time. You know, I know it's not an issue for you, but that might be helpful for you, Dave. But I don't know what your situation is.
6:30 works fine for me, too.
So is this something we should table until we can get Barbara in? Because, you know, she should weigh in too, right?
Do we know, has the governor, I know the governor was signing.
The governor has signed that.
Okay, all right.
So you can continue.
So we could continue, yeah.
Right.
How long was it extended for? Do we know?
Not sure.
I thought it was years. I could be wrong, but for some reason I thought it was of 26.
So, I think the in-person meetings would be good, but, and also, you know, if there's a board member that can't make it, they could still join us by Zoom.
Yep, right, so as long as we have a quorum, right, it doesn't matter whether the person's online or not.
Right. Just the only thing is, if one of the board members is not here, we have to do roll call votes, but that's really the only difference.
So, again, should we wait and talk to Barbara, or? Sure. Because so we can, you know, maybe send out an email or something to her and tell her that we discussed. Or if she comes tonight, we'll just,
6:30 is a better time.
yeah, okay. All right, so that's at least a start to the conversation, and I guess we'll just follow it up maybe at next meeting or with an email or something.
Okay.
All right, thanks very much.
All right, so we're going to take a brief break, and then we'll be presenting the Mary Mortensen Award. We're just waiting for a couple more people to arrive, so we're going to take a break at this time. So we're back into our open session. We've made a decision due to some people that were unable to be here tonight for the presentation of the Mary Mortensen Public Health Award. So that is now going to be done at 6 p.m. on April 15th. People that will be in person at Town Hall and by Zoom. And there'll be a new agenda coming out from the Board of Health for that item. With that being said, the final thing on our agenda is, so our next meeting date is April 15th, and I would need a motion to adjourn.
I will make the motion to adjourn.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Great. Good night, everybody.
Okay.